Streamer. I'm a pro streamer. I think that's right. Size of text is. It's not working. It's weird. Hey, it's a lovely background, isn't it? Welcome. Why is my... Oh, I might need to open up a fucking... No, this is a new one. Apparently my chat box doesn't want to work. Why don't you work? That's a bit annoying, isn't it? Oh, it is working. From Ryan. Thank you very much. It doesn't work when I type though. That's fucking weird. Why doesn't it work when I type? Or maybe I was too early. Oh, there we go. It is working. Hey! Welcome, Brian. How are you doing? There we go. That's better. I could have done with shrinking the writing down a little bit, but fuck it, I'll leave it the size it is. Oh man. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Bit of this, bit of that. Oh, just want to chill out today and talk some Freelancer. Welcome, Equinox. What's happening? Welcome. Kind of ruined it. Yeah. If a lot of people have been saying the same thing. I was originally just going to make like a single video, but then I thought, you know, it's been a while since I've done something like this. So I figured, you know what, let's jump back in, let's get everyone involved again, and let's just have a proper discussion about it. Mind you, I don't know how many people are going to get on YouTube, but you know, however money I get to put their input in, I'm all for it. I was watching Shadow earlier, and he was talking about some stuff, and then I was just like, you know, I haven't really spoke up and said like, I mean, maybe in the background I've been talking, but I haven't made a video on it, so I figured I might as well just talk about it and get it fucking off my chest and out there. Welcome, Macca. What's happening? Hope you're doing well, mate. Yeah. Well, shall I just dive in then? Anyone feel free to throw your 2 cents in. So, Freelancer. Nice. I'm gonna get into it now, right? So, when Freelancer first got announced, I got excited because I thought it was going to be something else, but then when it released, it turned out to be the opposite of what I was expecting it to be. So, in my head, Freelancer was going to be working the same as it was in the campaign. I didn't think that they were going to move away from Silent Assassin. I didn't think it was going to be riddled with these little challenges. So I just want to talk about that, and I want to talk about why it's broken and how it can be made better after a certain point. So the way it's working in the beginning, I mean, that's fine. All right, look, you start, you've got no equipment, so you're given challenges. You complete them challenges to get merces. You use them merces to buy all your equipment. What happens after you've bought all your equipment? There's no need for the challenges anymore, is there? Because you've got everything. So then these challenges just become a hindrance because, well, there's nothing there. You don't need anything. You've got all of the equipment. Not only do the challenges become pointless after a certain point, but they also become restrictive. And the one thing I've always loved about Hitman is the freedom of approach, and the fact that you can just kind of step in, bring whatever equipment you want, and tackle the mission however you like. With these challenges that are being put in place, are making the gameplay really restrictive and not very rewarding. So I have a suggestion. I called this before Freelancer even released properly. I didn't play the beta. I watched Mendy play the beta, and even watching Mendy play the beta, I said that this is going to cause a big divide between players, because people out there like Hitman for a certain reason, and that's Silent Assassin. I mean, I wanna get in. I wanna learn what's going on. I wanna think about what equipment to bring. That's what I liked. It's all about get in. Where's the target? Figure out where the target is. Infiltrate. Kill him without ever being seen. Get out. And like freelancers just become a complete 180 where people are running around shooting every cunt in the fucking head. It's the worst fast-paced shooter I've ever seen in my life. I swear to God. That's what it's become now. It's fucking horrendous. Oh my God. I just hate it. I hate it. And I hate, like, it doesn't matter who I watch that is playing Freelancers, they're all just running around and shooting every fucker. It's some sort of fucking action film. I hate it. So really, what I think IO need to do is to just give us a Silent Assassin mode after a certain point. This is how I think it should work. You get rated on how much of a Silent Assassin you are, right? You achieve Silent Assassin, you get the maximum payout. If you do shit and you run around shooting everyone in the head, you get the bare minimum. End of. And determining on how many stars you get, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, will determine on how much you get paid. So if you run around like a fucking idiot shooting every cunt, well, you're not going to get the money. I'm sorry, but that's the way the game should work. Like, I can't get away with all of these silly challenges that are encouraging you to shoot on targets. I mean, even if you got like some challenges, like the one I hate the most is like shooting 3 random guards. Why are they random Why aren't 3 random guards automatically picked as optional targets? So that's another thing as well. You're getting challenges like that, right? And then you're getting challenges popping up saying kill these guards. Well, can't these guards actually become fucking targets? So I'm not going to break Silent Assassin when I do pick the cunt, because it's fucking one thing. That's conflicting. That's conflicting. That's conflicting. Fuck off. It's so annoying. Just Silent Assassin. If I achieve Silent Assassin, give me the maximum fucking payout, and I'm happy. Do you know what I mean? Right? And not only that, if you play the, playing as a Silent Assassin, you don't have to worry about all of these challenges that are popping up, which gives you full freedom to bring whatever the fuck you want and tackle the missions however way you want. That's the way Hitman should be played. That's the thing that makes Hitman good. But for some reason, we've took a complete 180. Silent Assassin rules don't apply anymore. And fuck everyone. Fuck. Who cares if you're a non-target or a civilian? Bang, 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 bang. You fucking hell. Are you winding me up? Fucking hell. It's like the Wild West, man, honestly. Oh. It's been driving me crazy for ages. All I'm going to say is that I think that IO should implement a way for the hardcore fans to be able to play Silent Assassin. That's all I want. That's the way it should have been done from the start. I don't know where these challenges come from. It's driving me crazy. I hate it. Having optional targets, yeah, thank you, yeah, I know. Why couldn't we get optional targets and then you kill them and then it's not going to break your Silent Assassin? That's the way I'd have done it. If I was I'd go, right, okay, well, this is a game where you usually play as a Silent Assassin. So what we'll do is we'll do it so you can play as a Silent Assassin, but get optional targets to pop up. You can kill them because they're technically targets and they won't break Silent Assassin. We don't even fucking have a Silent Assassin ranking in the game mode itself. It's crazy. I can't get my head around it, mate. It's driving me mad. Like I said, I was trying to play it again the other night and I'm just doing all of the stupid shit. I'm just fucking running up to people, shooting them in the fucking head because I just want to be done with it. Welcome, Jared. Does well as allow you to use your gear instead of having a bunch of useless gear. Well, you don't. Well, none of the gear is useless. You can any gear that's in the game, you can use that and still achieve Silent Assassin, even if it's allowed explosive. Even if it's allowed explosive, you don't know how to do that, pal. I'm sorry, but get better at the game. There's loads of gear in there that's allowed that you can use and still get Silent Assassin. It's one of them. I've been saying this from the beginning. Like, the Freelancer has been designed to cater towards casual players. I'm sorry, but if you start catering to casuals, which don't usually tend to stick around for that long anyway, you're going to lose your fucking hardcore base. I'm seeing people fall off this game left, right, and centre. And all of the people that are fucking still playing it, all they do is fucking whinge about it anyway. I was watching Shadow last night, and he's literally just playing it for the sake of playing it. Like, but I've been bringing up a few other points about the game that we were talking about it last night, and one of the big changes that come in, like, so now I don't know why they did this. This is going in the complete opposite direction again. It's the same mistake that they were making with elusive targets that made them boring after a certain amount of time. Is, you know, well, this is the thing about Freelancer, and this is the change that I would like, and I would like it to work the same way that the elusive targets do. If you haven't killed anyone, or if you haven't done any objectives when doing an elusive target, still gives you the ability to do a restart or a replan. Hello? Think about that. So if you go in a freelancer mode, you've brought some gear with you, and then you sort of assess what's happening, and you're like, I think I might have brought the wrong gear here. Well, at least you'd have a chance to be able to, you know, go back to the safe house, bring some different gear, and go back. But they've gone the completely opposite way with this, where now PC players can't even ult out. I mean, there is an alternative now with the task manager, I think. But, man, it's bad. It's fucking terrible. Like, that's about the only thing that's been keeping people playing to start with. Being able to ult out, and now they've brought that in. It's like, you're losing them. You're fucking losing them. Hitman's about to fucking flatline here. I'm telling you now. Yeah. So that's one bad move. But like the other one as well. I wasn't really thinking about this, but then it's sort of been brought to my attention. I'm aware of it now. The people that are really struggling with Freelancer now, or in particular suspects, is the people that are visually impaired are really struggling with it. I didn't even think of that. I wasn't even thinking about people that might have trouble with their eyesight. They're having a really hard time with Freelancer right now. Look, I've been saying for forever and a day that the laptops need to be better utilised in the game. So, like, even a while back, quite early on, I said, oh, this is a great way to implement the laptops into freelancer mode. And what we could do with is more optional ways of working out who the suspects are. So why not add the laptops in and make them another optional way of working out who the target is? So either you can do it the old school way of following them around in circles until you can work out which ginger with a hat and the glasses and the fucking necklace is the right ginger with the fucking hat and the necklace. Or you can go to the laptop, which will be in a certain area of the map, which would be a bit more beefed up than usual. And if you can get in, hack the laptop, it'll give you all the information you need on the target. Variety. That's a mint way of implementing the laptops. And I said that early on, like, we could do something like that in Freelancer. But give us a good use for the laptops that they only added into certain escalations. Laptop idea is all for me. Suspects, I'm just going for the laptop because guess what? I can't be asked walking around in fucking circles trying to work out who this target is. It's a good optional way of doing it. I mean, you might have to go out of your way, infiltrate an area that could be risky to try and get to the laptop, to try and get that information. But it'll add variety, and it'll make life a lot easier for the people that are visually impaired and are struggling to see if this person's got a fucking tattoo on the inner thigh. I think it's a fucking mint idea, and I think I all need to take it seriously. Definitely. So IO don't want people restarting. Yeah, but the only problem with the restarting thing is that, like, IO taking it too serious, and the fun factor is slowly disappearing. That's the problem right now. IO is it's got all of the challenges there. It's just it's losing the fun factor. That that element of the game in the campaign that I found fun has slowly just started disappearing, and I'm just struggling to find the fun part now. I also another thing that me and Shadow were talking about is I think the fucking thing is too long. I think the campaign itself is too long. By the time I get to that like third wave, I feel like I've had enough, and I'm fucking bored. I think they could do with shortening it. I can't stand how long it is. I just that's when you know it's not a game like not a fun game mode. But by the time you're not even halfway through, you felt like you've already had enough. I don't know if anyone else feels the same way as I do, but honestly, I feel like it's too long. Shadow said exactly the same thing. I agree with him. Like, fuck me. I feel like I've been in the game mode forever. Geeky deserves way more now. Geeky's shite, don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Welcome, Maxie. Welcome! All the serious boys are coming in, though. It's, yeah. It's a shame, really, because everything else about Freelancer is mint. I will say that. The safe house, I love it. I love that the fact that I can collect all of the guns and put them on the racks. There's a shooting range in the safe house, so you can piss about with your weapons. You can make your own explosives and fucking weapons in the safe house. It is really good. The only part that's letting Freelancer down is the actual gameplay part. It's so annoying. Well, like I say, I want to boot up and get all yous in and just get the feedback from everyone. So it's all going to be there. I'm going to make sure IO sees it. I'm going to make sure IO watches it. Feedback from the community is always good, and I usually always get a good response from IO when I do this. It's been a while since I've done it. This has been a long time coming. Don't think you're supposed to play from start to finish. I like to finish. Could have been better, to be honest. Yeah. Well, that's like I said. This is why I want this discussion, so we can get everything out there. Let's all talk about it. Let's all see if we can get some positive changes made. Because, you all see me take a fucking rage fit the other day. I've deleted the game. I just can't. Freelancer was going to be the lifeline that kept me playing, and I can't stand it. I've played the campaign to the death. Freelancer was the next thing that was supposed to get me excited. I can't do it. It's took a complete 180 to the kind of thing that made Hitman good, and I can't continue with it. I just found myself like the more I was playing Freelancer, the more I could feel myself getting wound up at how much I really dislike what it is, like what it's become, the direction it's taken. I don't like it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been saying there. Yeah, we need more effort. Basically, for the hardcore fans that love it and want to play it the proper way, I don't. The IO needs to implement a silent assassin game mode for Freelancer, so that like either you can play with the challenges or you can play based off of silent assassin, right? And depending on how many stars you get, 1 to 3 for 5, 5 being the most, 1 being the worst, that will determine how much you get paid. I feel like if it worked that way, it would be amazing. Because then I could go back to playing the game the way I like. And then you won't have to worry about all the restrictiveness on the challenges as well. Because once you've got everything, you don't need the challenges anyway. I mean, the last few times I've been playing, I've got everything. I don't really need to do the challenges because I've got everything. Yeah. It's pointless. It's just sort of sat there on the screen. You don't need it. It's just restrictive. It just takes away the player's freedom to play the way they want. If you bring a silent assassin game mode in, you not only get your freedom back, but you get the excitement of right. Can we smash out a full silent assassin run in freelancer mode? That's what I want, and that's what would bring me back, without a doubt. The fact that this game mode wasn't focused around silent assassin blow me mind. A complete 180. Ugh. To master and learn maps in a much different way, even with Mumbai. No, if you've already got a high knowledge of the maps, you're not really learning anything extra anyway. I didn't find that like. It just depends what targets the game randomly picks. Or some might be slightly more awkward than others, but I would much prefer the freedom of approach. I really would. Because let's put it this way. It's like if the game mode was based around Silent Assassin and each map has got a fail, then you could look at it like, okay, so I know I'm going in and I have to do this level Silent Assassin. Over time, while you're playing Freelancer mode, you'd be like, right, okay, I'm going to Sapienza. I'll bring this, and this, because this works quite well on this map, depending on wherever the targets are going to be. And then, next I'm going to Chongqing. Okay, then I'll bring this, and this, because maybe that might work well. And each time you're doing that, you've got full freedom to bring whatever you want without thinking, right, I'm going to Chongqing. But the challenge is bring. I need to kill guards with this, so I've got to bring this, and I've got to. This challenge wants me to do that, so I've got to bring this item, and then just the restrictiveness and just the clutter. I don't, you know what I mean. I don't want that. I just want the freedom to be like, okay, I've got a feel for this on Freelancer. I'm going to bring this gear, see how it works out, and not have to worry about any of the challenges. Yeah. I said that earlier. It's like the Wild West, mate. It's like literally everyone is literally just running around shooting everyone in the head. It's fucking bad. It's bad. It's so bad. It's the complete opposite of what the game needs to be. It really is. And people, and like I said, and like the penalties really aren't that high for it. Shooting guards, shooting civilians, even like with the suspects. If I already wanted to take it that seriously, I mean, you can literally just start shooting suspects like crazy, and there's no real. I mean, what a thousand each time you kill one, but at the end you get a big payout anyway. So there's no punishment there, really, is there? Because you got to think, like, especially when you're on the last one. Once you've completed the campaign, you get a big payout bonus. So you're gonna get all that fucking money back anyway, even though you've annihilated half of the fucking suspects, if not all of them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I kind of feel like, not kind of. I fucking know that we need some kind of silent assassin mode for it. Man, I'd be all over that. I'd be really excited to actually get stuck into Freelancer properly, because I'd look at the game mode in a completely different way. Because this isn't just hiding in a bush and fucking shooting someone from a distance. I've got to think, right, I need to kill this fucker and no one's allowed to see this. And it's really going to make me think. And that's the part I like most. Now, Blunt keeps saying this. It can be played Silent Assassin. Technically, yeah, but I'm not getting that buzz because I'm not seeing the green guns. I'm not getting the Silent Assassin pop up when I finished it. It's just not the same feeling. I've got all of this clutter of challenges that are getting failed, and it's put me off. And it's making me feel bad. When I first went in, I felt like I had to do every single challenge perfect. But then you start getting conflicting challenges. And then I'm like, well, fuck it, I can't. And it's so annoying. Just move the focus away from these challenges and just give me something to focus on. I just want that Silent Assassin back. I really feel like getting a game mode, well, changing the game mode or putting an option in to focus on Silent Assassin would just completely give that game mode an amazing feel. I wanna be walking in there, like, even if I have brought the wrong gear, to just be eyeing up the targets and thinking, oh, how the fuck am I going to pull this off? And start getting excited, thinking of all the ways I could do this. Slow it down. Really start thinking, really start sneaking, and just get stuck in. See, if I have something that's tracking Silent Assassin, and I'm going to have it pop at the end when I've done it, Silent Assassin, that's what I buzz over. That's what I like. That's what I want back. And I'd be all over that. That'd blow my mind. Doing everything Sasso, but they do make it unfun in this Freelancer. Yeah, exactly. Most, like I say, like most of the people in here, or most of the people that watch me when I stream, you know, especially back in the day when it was the campaign, it was all about not just getting Silent Assassin, but doing it in an interesting way. And I think, like I said, now we're here with Freelancer. It's like all of that we were building up and working up on is just sort of like been pushed to the side, and now we've just got a game mode that's completely moved it away from what everyone was enjoying in the first place. I just miss it. I miss that buzz of like getting that amazing Silent Assassin rating. Just really trying to think outside the box. I like if they did bring something in like that, it would. I'd be looking for people that are out for. Right, I'm going for a full Silent Assassin run. Oh, that's what I want to see. I seen Blunts was working on something like a Silent Assassin tracker for Freelancer. I haven't seen anything of him since then, but he was working on that, and that was a good idea. But isn't it a bloody fucking shame that lads have got to make it themselves? The fucking poor cunts have got to make the tracker themselves. Fucking hell. Yeah, the thing with the dark ones has changed now too. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I agree that the punishment for killing the wrong suspect should be higher. But then again, in saying that, once you've reached a certain point and you've got all your gear, it doesn't matter about the punishments. But then again, if it was a Silent Assassin mode and you were getting paid by a Silent Assassin, it really wouldn't matter again anyway if you've got everything. That's the problem. That is like once you've got all of the gear, I think either way you go, it doesn't really matter how bad you play the game because you've got everything anyway. Yeah, I don't know how you'd fix that. What's that? Snail made the base for the tracker. Blunts is including the rating system in it. Yeah. It's a good idea, but I think IO needs to bring it in properly. I would like to be rewarded for being a Silent Assassin. That'd be nice. Because I mean, even like I say, once it gets to that point that like, once you've got all the gear, once you've reached 100, you need that thing to keep you there, and the thing to keep me there is, right, we're going in today, and I'm going to try and get a full Silent Assassin suit only done or something like that, you know. Start doing like challenge runs, like you don't know exactly how many targets, or like you know you're not totally sure what targets you're going to get throughout, you know. So you pick a like, you know, like accidents only, fiber wire only. I like what Mendy's been doing. He's been doing the challenge. Well, I think the challenge runs are more interesting to watch than the speed runs. I'm not really digging the speed runs because literally the speed run is once again just running around and shooting everyone in the head. I'm not really enjoying that. But the challenge runs have been interesting. But challenge runs under the Silent Assassin rules would be fucking amazing. I'd love. I mean, that's what I'd want to be doing. Yeah, the prestige system. I'm not really over the moon. I'm not really over the moon with the prestige system. It's only for a trophy in it or something. It's like, how do we keep this fresh? Oh, okay. Prestige mode. Right, we'll take all your shit away. We're gonna take all your shit away, and you can start again from the bottom. Wow, thanks. Nah, it's not working for me. I haven't even reached 100 yet. I can't be bothered. I don't want to. And I definitely won't be now I've deleted the game. Fucking hell. Won't even make it to 100. The gameplay's just not interesting enough. Nah, I don't like it. I mean, like I say, I did say this at the beginning before this game mode even released, that if there's two sides of the fence, and you know, both sides could be happy, and I did say that, you know, players could do it this way, where you just follow the challenges and make your money that way. But the ones that like to play Silent Assassin need something in place. And you know, if that thing isn't there, they're going to start losing people. Mainly the ones that have stuck around the whole time, the ones that have been there from the beginning, are all going to start slowly fading away. I've seen quite a lot of people stop playing Hitman now. Still a few playing. But I have seen a lot of people fall off. Yeah. IO didn't add an option in to allow people to just play it as a Silent Assassin, and yeah, here we are. So, yeah, Freelancer is basically just a game mode that caters to casuals that are shit at stealth. Like I said in the beginning, it's just bad. That thing that made the game special is just, it's not there in Freelancer. It's a shame. You stopped at, yeah, I think I was at 70 or something, or round about that. I tried to do the I was done the hardcore to get the suit, and even at halfway through that, I felt like I'd had enough, because it just wasn't interesting. I'm not getting out of the game what I used to. I mean, I kind of get what they were going for, but it's just long term, it's not going to work. Eventually, the repetitive. I mean, I started seeing quite a lot of repetitiveness in it quite early on. It's not working. The repetitive challenges. Most of the interesting challenges are like certain things in it that you would find useful in some cases, you hardly ever get, which is annoying. And some of the challenges that I really can't stand are constantly there in most of them. I really don't understand Silent Assassin nor firearms either. A Silent Assassin suit only, I don't mind, but there's no firearms. Like, it's fucking crap. Just another thing that takes away freedom again. I don't like how restrictive the game mode is. I want my freedom back. What's happening, Ike? Welcome. You like it in moderation. Yeah. Could you play it all day though? Could you really get stuck in and play it all day? Ah, ah, I've had enough, mate. But yeah, like I say, like I'm gonna try and push to get the laptop idea in, because like I say, for the people that are visually impaired and struggling with the suspects, I think implementing the laptops in to get intel on the targets would be perfect. I'd love to push to get that in, because them laptops have been underutilized for way too long. That's something I really want in the game. I brought that up when CJ was live streaming it a while ago. Like he said like, oh, the Intel thing would be cool. I think it would give a nice balance and add a bit of variety to the game mode, especially for the suspects. I fucking can't stand them. I think it's so boring. And there's too many of them at the end, especially when you're on fucking hardcore mode. Was it like 12 of them? 12 of them. The suspect is ginger, but 11 of them are fucking ginger, and they're all wearing the fucking sunglasses, and they've all got the necklace on. For fuck's sake, man. It doesn't help if they all look the same. It really doesn't help. It makes it fucking worse. Like working out who they are is actually brain numbing. They definitely need to improve it. I think bringing laptops in to hack, to just work out who the target is, would be so much better. Maybe you've got to go out of your way to hack a laptop, but once you've got that hack, target's locked in, you know the target is, then you go, right, there's my target, time to get creative. If that was the case, I would just be hacking the laptop non-stop, because I can't be asked with fucking walking around in circles, following them to meetings and that. It's just not exciting at all. It's just not fun. I I understand where they were coming from. Like, it seems interesting on paper, but after repetitive play, it gets a little bit boring. Laptops. We need laptops. We need to hack laptops. Even the safes. Bring the safes in. Maybe you've got to pop the safe. Hack a laptop. Get the information. Beef up the area where the laptops are, so it's not just like waltzing in, and you've got to clear that area before you get on the laptop. Make sure there's a decent enforcer. I'd like that. Honestly, I think that'd be amazing. And for me, I would take a wave out, because I feel like four waves of it is just too much. I think they're the things that have been annoying me the most. I really just feel it. The campaign is just too bastard long. Like I say, by the time I get to that third wave, I feel like I'm done, me. I've had enough. I think 3 max. I've quite a few people that have said that. Could be cool for devs is when you hack laptops, there is like a hacking mini game of some sort. Yeah, well, yeah. Well, that's the thing about the the laptops is they have been underutilized. I think it would be, you could do something interesting with it. I mean, even if you get on, maybe there's like you say, a thing on there that you have to work out in order to hack the laptop and then get the information. I'd be all for that, mate. Like how Splinter Cell Chaos Theory does it in a mint way for like hacking with the numbers, and you've got to get the right numbers. Something like that would be fucking amazing. Oh, it'd be so good. And then once you've hacked the laptop, I mean, yeah, actually, to be honest, interesting thing, you could bring the laptops in, right? But maybe you only get one chance to hack, and if you fuck the hack up, you get locked out. Now you can't get the information. Okay, so maybe you're not guaranteed to get the information on the tag if you fuck up on the laptop. I wouldn't mind that. That wouldn't be too bad. Some people might get a little bit pissed off they fucked it up. Now they've got to figure out who the tag is the old school way. But it would definitely be interesting. But something needs to be put in place, and I think that's the thing that will probably make things more interesting. Raise an alarm if the hack fails. Yeah. There's definitely a thing there. Kind of similar to the hacking in Fallout. I've never got that far in Fallout. I don't know what the hacking is like in Fallout. But yeah, something like that. I'd be all over it. You just restart if that happened. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I mean, even just adding something as simple as that would make the fucking game mode so much more interesting, especially for suspects. Because let's face it, no one's really enjoying the suspects right now, are they? But like, I really think adding something like that would really spice it up. It would be quite interesting. That. Has anyone got any more ideas about the game mode improvement wise? Feel free to shut them in and we'll talk about it. The bugs in the game make it a little less to play Freelancer because it can make you lose all your items. Yeah, I know. Welcome, Can Dang, if hopefully I'm saying it right. Welcome. I know I'm beardless. Yeah. I ended up coming out in a big bastard fucking terrible rash. Oh, fuck it. The fucking lock come off. I had getting creams out and shit for me skin. I'm a fucking mess right now. I'm not getting enough sun. Checkpoints in hardcore. No, we're never getting that. There's going to be no checkpoints. Like I say, they're doubling down on that so that if you fuck up, you fuck up. I mean, that's why they've stopping the PC players from alting out. what's that? Implementing different surveillance boxes for different areas could be interesting. Oh, you mean for the cameras? The game used to work that way, didn't it? Different boxes for different areas. What? Oh, someone's not happy about the lasers in New York. I don't actually. I'm all for that. I don't mind that you can't turn the lasers off. I think that makes breaking into the vault more interesting. I don't mind that. I know a lot of people were kicking off about that, but I actually think it sort of adds a cool thing for the vault area. It's not hard to dodge them lasers. You've got to know which way to do it. Like quite a lot. I used to just nip in and get the thing out the vault and get out without ever disabling the lasers. It's not that difficult. You just gotta practice. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think if anything, I think it makes that part of the level more interesting. And it's not really too bad, because even if you're running there and you've got a disguise on, when the alarm goes off, no one's going to be kicking off anyway. Also affect console players. No, yeah, it doesn't. You know, console players can still hit end game and get out. So there's only the PC players that have been fucked over by the alt out change, really. Which I really don't get why. I mean, in the beginning they said they weren't going to do that, and now all of a sudden they've gone and done it. Why do it? I don't know. I don't understand why. That's a bit of a bad move. I mean, if they were going to make a major change, just bring it in that you fail even if you fucking lose connection. The PC players have been fucking screwed over massive there. I don't see the point in bringing that in so that PC players can't all out, but console players can just hit end game and get the same result as they always have. Or just finally give us the ability to just restart, which is what people want to do anyway. I mean, I don't think. Right, let's have a vote here, right? Who in here would actually prefer to just be able to restart? Are you for the restart or not? That's what I want to know. Who is the one we're doing here that doesn't want to be able to restart? That's what we're trying to find out. Who's the one person in here that's fine with just dying and losing all the shit? There's a workaround. Oh yeah, I know. Task manager. Right, Jared is on for the restart. Restart. I'd love a restart option. Restart. Any more? How many have we got in? 11 people. Oh, Mr. Popular there. We'll cinema. I can be that way. I thought Ike might be that way, though. Ike be the odd one out. Well, that's it, though. Like, the majority of people would just prefer a restart option. Like, I mean, if you're playing the game mode and you're playing it like an absolute fucking lunatic and you die, fair enough. But if you fuck up, you're like, fuck. And everyone would just love that restart option. Fucking right they would. Immediate restart, only one. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I just think like maybe like an outright restart. I mean, for me, it's sort of like playing the campaign all the way through. You know, like back when I used to do like the Sasso shit when I was streaming, and it'd be like, right, let's go from Paris to Haven back on Hitman 2. But imagine I got so far along and then I died and then I had to start back from the fucking beginning again, you know what I mean? But it's kind of the same thing with Freelancer. Like, I seriously think I would just enjoy the game mode more if I could just hit the restart button anytime I wanted. Because no one wants to die and lose all of the shit and go all the way back to the beginning. Not really. Like, it's sort of... I can't explain it, like, especially like the last time I was playing it on hardcore, and I was like literally one away from the end, and it was off one. I think it's mainly down to the inconsistencies of like, oh fuck, you know, someone's fucking seen me from there when they shouldn't have, or something like that. You're that far in, and then you get killed off of something so stupid. It's really annoying. And like you say, like, people are... I imagine there's people there that are putting a lot of time into it. I mean, like... I've spent quite a lot of time in the game. I spent a good amount of time in Freelancer. And I mean, when I was doing hardcore and I was just like mooching around, I mean, I was being casual but not too casual. When I was close to the end, it was something like fucking 3 or 3.5 hours. Can you like imagine a casual trying to get to the end of that? Fucking just to get a suit and then get shot right before the final one. Fucking hell. Well, that was fuming. Makes you feel like shit. And I think that's it. I think that's the thing that's like killing it is just like the frustration of fucking I'm back at the beginning again. I get what you're going for, but man, it's a fucking killer. Likes into kind of into roguelikes. Is this what all roguelikes are like? The way that Freelancer works? I'm clearly never played a fucking roguelike game before. What's another game that's a roguelike? Maybe I'm just seeing it from a different thing. Maybe if someone can point out another game that works in a certain way, I might be able to look and be like, okay, I get it now. Here's an idea. Use merces to pay for additional intel and assistance. Jared, everyone would just be fucking paying the assassins in the map to run around assassinating everyone. Fucking hell. Just hire a suicide bomber. What we'll do is we'll gather all of the fucking suspects now and we'll pay some guy in merces to just fucking run it in the middle of them. I do, yeah, actually, like, paying for intel is not a bad idea, though. Paying, like, well, let's put it this way. When you've bought all of the gear, there needs to be a further use for maces. So, paying for information wouldn't be so bad. I like that. Mendy had a good idea of.
Mindy is an English feminine given name, originally
An Indian feminine name. Mendy is an Indian feminine name, according to Alexa. Mendy, this had nothing to do with me. She just put it in. I'm sorry, pal. I'm not calling you feminine. Mendy's the manliest man on the internet. Right, let me change my batteries. I want more ideas. Keep talking. More ideas, please. She is. Should be sold there. I didn't know where she was. Right, I'm back. Oh. A hair transplant is all I've got when I come back. Okay. No, he's got a wig collection. Yeah. I've had some good ideas. Like, I do like the idea of using maces for extra things. That's what I was saying before Alexa interrupted. So Mendy had the idea of paying for start locations. So when you boat up using your maces, you should be able to have an option to spawn in where you want, rather than it being random, which I like. Because some of the starting locations are fucking horrific, and I would like to pay for the privilege of starting somewhere nice. Definitely. I wouldn't mind that. Another thing that Mendy brought up that I like. See, what I don't like is that, say, if you fail a campaign, all of the tools that are in your safe house just disappear. Why? Why are you losing things in the safe house? Now, if you've lost something in mission, or if you've died in mission, whatever's on you should be lost. But you losing all of the tools is a bit fucking much. Like, it really is, because the tools and having the ability to take them with you on a mission is what makes the missions interesting. I mean, for me, there's no difference between a fucking pistol or an Uzi or a sniper rifle. It still does the same thing. But the tools are what really make the game mode interesting. And if you're losing them every time you fuck up and die, man, you're back to the fucking beginning. And a lot of the challenges are based around things that are in the toolbox. I mean, you fuck up, and then you've got challenges like the oil crate, the water crate. Well, guess what? I can't fucking do them now, can I? Because everything's all gone. Now, I know that Mendy brought up raids. Raids on the safe house, if you fuck up, are not a bad idea. And I was reminded of that because when I was talking to Shadow brought that up as well. I was like, well, on the last podcast, me and Mendy were actually talking about that. Mendy brought that up. So, I mean, you're not just talking about like the missions, you know, in the maps, but maybe if you've played poorly, you might have to defend your gear from going missing by raids on the safe house itself, which I think would actually be quite interesting because I don't know who played the escalation Wrath. I thought Wrath was quite interesting. Now I think that could probably work for the safe house. Like, so, like, instead of just automatically losing all your gear, you have a chance to come back from that by defending your safe house. If you fuck up there, then you're just going to get raided and have your shit taken. And I don't think it should just be the tools. I reckon some of your main weapons as well. And at least that gives you a reason to start building your maces back up and buy all of the gear back. But it at least gives you a second chance of, you know, being able to keep your gear. I wouldn't mind that. Syndicate revenge raids when you defend the safe house. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I definitely think like something like that could be put in to make Freelancer more interesting. I'd love to see that. I think raids could be mint. Well, let's say you should only be getting raids if you fucked up and you failed on one of a higher end syndicate contracts. Because there's a lot of interesting stuff there. I mean, you've got the tools. You've got all of the tools and the water and the water crate and stuff like that. And if you know there's a raid coming in, you could start setting up some interesting stuff before they even start coming into the safe house. It'd be fucking class. Setting up a banana on the stairs, get some water down there, get a taser in. Of course, set up go make yourself a C4 in the garage. Yeah, I'd be all for that. It really make the safe house a lot more interesting. I wouldn't mind it. Yeah, I definitely think Mendy was onto something by talking about raids and stuff. I'd be all for that. Fabaway traps in the bathroom. Yours. But I still need that implemented. I was talking about that a while ago. It was on a movie I saw. A motorized fiber wire. What a fucking genius idea! It was from a film I watched. I can't remember what the film's called now. But it's like It's basically like a fibre wire on a tiny little motor. You put it over the neck and tighten it. It just goes like that, so it's tight. And then the motor starts, and then the fucking thing just starts getting tighter and tighter until it fucking cuts into the neck. Takes the fucking head clean off. A little motorised fibre wire. Imagine that for a fibre wire only run. And then 47 just toddling off while they're like, ah! That'll be a cool gadget, that. Give me one of them. Ugh. I think I'm nearly out now. I think I've had me rant. I said everything I wanted to say, like. I don't know if there's any more input from anyone else to go in. I like custom contracts. Invite John Wick round for tea and crumpets. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Get a bit of John Wick round. Speaking of which, they're actually talking about making a AAA John Wick game. I seen an article on it. That'd be fucking amazing. I'd be all for that. I mean, I'm usually a stealth fanatic, but John Wick, yes. I'll go for that. Right. I feel good about this conversation. I'm just remake is revealed. Oh, don't even get me started. I've been praying for Metal Gear to make a comeback for years, man. What's my okay. I like where this conversation's going. My feelings on Assassin's Creed series. Well, I liked Assassin's Creed early on. The problem, I think the problem with it is that the problem that Ubisoft has always had, and it's not just with Assassin's Creed, it became the same problem with Splinter Cell, is that they're always trying to make a game that appeals to a wide audience. So I think I feel like they did pretty good with Assassin's Creed in the beginning, but then it sort of branched out in a way where like it's stealth, but it's action, but it's, you know, you've got everything under one roof. I don't want that. What kind of game is this? Is it an action game? Is it a stealth game? They started going too wide with everything, trying to appeal to too many people. Now, Assassin's Creed Mirage, I've been keeping my eyes on the info for that. It sounds like Ubisoft has finally got it. Do you understand it now? I mean, it took them to take a big, massive fucking loss, but that loss has now finally made them come to the senses, to the fact that, right, look at, if we're going to make a game, we're going to make it right, and we're going to make it appeal to a certain audience, even if that audience is niche. So this next game is going to be stealth focused. And what they came out and said is that, okay, so some Assassin's Creed games we make might be, stealth focused, and maybe this one here may be more action focused, so it'll be more like, combat and proper fighting. I'm all for that. It sounds like Assassin's Creed might actually make a decent comeback now. Not just that, Splinter Cell 2. Because I've been keeping my eyes on that as well. And everything I'm hearing is just exactly what needs to be said. So, an actual Assassin's Creed game that is focused on stealth, yes. A new Splinter Cell game that's going back to its roots and is 100% focused on stealth, yes. I'm all for it. I'm excited. I wouldn't say I've been a super fan of Assassin's Creed, but if they get this next one right, there's a good chance I will be. It also depends on how they're going to tackle this open world as well. I'm really not a fan of open world. For me, most games that are made in an open world environment, most of the environment is just empty space, and you can just tell. I can just see straight through it, and I'm like, this really hasn't been thought through. If they can design it, if they're going in that direction, which I imagine they're gonna, I think the land really needs to be thought out properly. They need to be thinking about, if this is a proper stealth game, what's the area going to be like? How are you going to infiltrate this area? Where are the NPCs going to be? And it's not just a case of slapping a load of NPCs in, just walking around in circles. Then NPCs, the big thing about stealth games is implementing the NPCs correctly, which not a lot of games do. So in some cases, in terms of difficulty, they'll just add more NPCs in. Not adding difficulty without the interesting part. I look at stealth games like a game of chess. It's not about adding more in for the sake of difficulty. It's NPC placement. Where are they? Who else can see them? And how do you tackle it in a certain way so that, right, look, I can't touch that guy because that guy's there, and that guy can see that guy, and this guy can see that guy, and I like it where the NPCs are set out in a way where you can't just go in and it's just a simple, okay, let's do a little noise there, and we'll whip that cunt, and we'll whip that cunt. It needs to be done in a way where it's interesting, so that you really need to think about how you're going to tackle them. I didn't really get that with the older stuff. So hopefully the placement for NPCs will be a little bit better. We'll see. But I am excited for it. Don't really work in stealth games. Yeah. But it can to a certain degree. I'll tell you what a bad example of an open world game was Metal Gear 5. Most games will work like this in open world. Is that like, you'll go to do a mission, but then you get stuck in a mission area. You're not allowed to go outside of that area. So you've got all of this big open environment, but you get confined to a small area. Oh. I can't leave because I'm going to fail the mission. All of that fucking area that was made is just kind of wasted. Where I kind of feel like it's Metal Gear was split up into its own missions, 1 to 5, all the way to like 50, I believe. Yeah, because we didn't get mission 51. That game would have been better developed if Kojima had have just focused on making a sandbox location. We could have had a good globe-trotting experience with that game. I kind of feel like the game would have been better had we have had that. But that's what the one part that I don't like about open world games. And the replayability, because it's like, for me, I like games that have a mission list. Mission 1, Mission 2, Mission 3, Mission 4. You don't really get that with open world games. So what if I like a mission, I want to be able to go back and replay that mission and perfect it. And that's the way I like to make content on games. It's like, okay, Mission 1, right, I'm going to rip into this level, I'm going to perfect it, and then I'm going to make a video on that, and I'm going to whack the fuck out of the mic. You know, and then I'm going to shut that out there so I can show people like how I did it, so they can do it. You can't really do that with open world games, but most of them anyway, because you've like mission done, and it doesn't really give you an option to go back and replay that. It's just sort of get to the end, we're done. Well, doesn't work. What's that? The way you look at stealth games is kind of similar to turn-based stealth. Turn-based strategy games like XCOM and stuff like that. Yeah. I think I have a funny way of looking at how I like my stealth games to go. What's XCOM? It's something I've never heard of that I might actually like. I'd say open world can work well for stealth games. AC Unity was open world and had pretty decent stealth gameplay, I'd say. I mean, it can, but I want that replayability. My problem is that when you get a game like Assassin's Creed, I played the last one I played was the one in Egypt. I can't remember what it's called. Origins, and it's just the way that Ubisoft started doing them is like you get a main mission, and then you're going around and then you're doing a lot of side missions that really are not rewarding at all. Fucking brain numbing content just to level up, just so I could go to play the next mission. And I'd never like that. Just give me proper main missions. I want proper main missions. Make side missions feel like proper missions. At least that's one thing that Metal Gear 5 got right, is that like some of the side missions felt more like real missions than some of the real missions. You know. Well, I guess some did turn out to be real missions. But it's a weird thing. But the way some of the things worked in Metal Gear 5 in terms of like what was put in as to be considered a side mission turned out to be a really good mission. Payday 2 stealth. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Sniper Ghost Warrior is pretty good too for large maps. Yeah. Sniper Ghost Warrior is like up there as probably the best sniper game I've ever played. Beats Sniper Elite hands down. I think Sniper Elite is more well known. Well, for the people that haven't played Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts, it's fucking fantastic. Sniper mechanics are unreal. I mean, in the first Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts game, it's a little bit rough around the edges, but the game works pretty good. It's kind of like Hitman. It's got the challenges in there, so you got a load of challenges to complete as well. It works really well. You're in a giant sandbox map and you've got like multiple objectives to pull off. It just works. It's fucking brilliant. There is a few things I don't like about it. The fact that it is a stealth game and they didn't implement a thing in there that sort of lets you keep track of like whether you've been stealthy or not. You don't get a proper mission timer at the end. Because every time you complete an objective and you send that off, the timer restarts. That's a bit of a fuck on. I try to get in touch with them to get some things changed for the better, but it's one of them. They don't know me. They don't know me. I definitely don't have a lot of people behind me on Twitter for them to pay any fucking attention to what I have to say. So yeah, they fucking ignored me. But I did try to get some things implemented into that game for the better. Which never fucking happened. What can you do? What's that? XCOM is a squad turn-based strategy series where you basically go and eliminate alien threats, save the Earth. All right. Oh, XCOM. I think I can see a picture in my head of that XCOM actually. Is that an older game? There's a picture in my head ringing a bell now. XCOM. I can see it. The saves, yeah. Well, I tried to get that in for the game too. I tried to let them know that the way the game saves itself is absolutely fucking horrendous, and we need a quick save system in the game. Stop the fucking random checkpoint. The game just randomly fucking saves itself. The game saves itself at a point where you've been fucking spotted. And if you die, you fucking spawn back in, and you're still on red alert, and you're fucking getting shot at. Who the fuck wants the game to save at a point like that? It's fucking terrible. I don't know what they're thinking. Quick saves would be fantastic for that game. I tried to get that done. I tried to get a proper mission timer put in, so once you've done all objectives, you get an overall time. Because when I was doing speedruns in that game, I had to fucking calculate everything because it wouldn't give me a fucking proper time at the end. So I had to watch the video back, calculate all of the fucking time for each time I send something off. Fuck me, that was annoying. And then obviously because there's nothing in there that gives you a stealth rating, I had to fucking make up the rules myself. So the rules that are on speedrun.com for Sniper Ghost Warrior are based on what I did. So I didn't mean to make a fucking video on that, but it pretty much works the same way as like Metal Gear. The AI is very similar in a way where they have like they'll they'll be white and they're unaware, and then the enemies will turn red, but they're in a suspicious mode. But you technically haven't broken stealth because they don't know where you are. They're only aware that you're there, which also happens in Metal Gear. And then obviously there's a part where if you have been spotted or the alarm's gone off, the map will flash red, and when the map flashes red, that's when you're fucked up and you know you've broke stealth. So I had to sort of make up the fucking rules myself, and then just started doing speed runs. And that's how that came about. I enjoyed that. It was fun. Started in the 90s. Yeah. I do. I remember. I remember that now. I've got the picture in my head of like the game thing. I'm gonna have to look it up now because the fucking pictures drive me crazy. But yeah, for anyone that's never played Sniper Ghost Warrior, Contracts, not Sniper Ghost Warrior, Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts, which was kind of it's a bit of a reboot of the series. Cause the first three were sort of like the first two were a linear experience, and then the third one sort of went somewhat open world. Didn't really work very well. Had a lot of issues. Contracts. That's about as good as it gets for a sniper game for me. I think Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 3 is on the way. So for anyone that hasn't played it and likes sniping, I'd give it a go. Better than Sniper Elite. Although I am being told that I should try Sniper Elite 5. I can't remember who I was talking to about that now. Apparently Sniper Elite 5 does it better than 4 did. I don't know. I just think the mechanics in Sniper Ghost Warrior are just better in general. I don't know. Maybe I'll get it when it goes on sale. Yeah, I didn't like Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. That's where it fell off for me. That's why I didn't get Contracts. I didn't realize that Contracts was a reboot. So I'd seen the first Contracts game get announced, and I was like, nah, I'm not falling back into that trap. But I missed out there because the fucking game's fantastic. I'm glad I came to my senses and give it a go. I'm definitely going to be playing the third one. I'll be making content on that without a doubt. Because I enjoyed doing it for 2. I did a lot of challenge videos on that, and it was cool. It was nice to help some people out. I actually got some nice feedback on some of them videos. Although, like, what I will say is, which is interesting, that I found out really quickly, is that if you're making YouTube videos, say if you're trying to build up a community, making challenge videos isn't the best way to go. definitely not. Because what you'll tend is that if you're making challenge videos, is that like this is just someone that's frustrated. Once they get it done, they're just going to look up a video. They click on your video. They see how you've done it. They click off the video once they've done it. That's about all you're getting. But I did get some nice feedback on a lot of the videos that I did do. So I'll definitely do that again. But definitely not a way to build up your audience. Definitely not. Well, I'll be streaming that, definitely. So I'm wondering what's going to be coming next. I'm kind of excited because we've got the next payday around the corner. I'm waiting for the proper reveal. Any of you's payday fans? I'm gonna probably be getting that. If anyone wants to, well, if anyone's gonna be getting it, or if you're getting it on console, I don't know if it's gonna be crossplay or not. Get some games in. I'll probably be ripping into that game to see what the stealth's gonna be like. I'm hoping it's gonna be a big upgrade on like Payday 2. That, I mean, I played Payday 2. I mean, I think I got that like in the last generation, and I like it, but the game, especially on console, felt clunky as fuck. It felt rough as shit. It tell that it definitely wasn't made for console. So hopefully this next one is going to be decent. But I'm going to be all for that because it did have good stealth elements in it. I wouldn't go out and call it a fantastic stealth game, but for what it did do, it was fun and I enjoyed it. But I didn't play for too long. If the next game does it better, you know, hopefully I've got another stealth game that I can really get stuck into. Yeah, I like Ghost Runner. I definitely feel like Ghost Runner was like a good game that was made for like people that enjoy speedrunning. I didn't mind that at all. Like I really would have liked to have started up a race event for that game. That would have been, well, I was hoping to do that with the Continental. I was hoping they were gonna expand, but instead just ended up fucking self-destructing. But I would have. I think that's a really cool game, and if we could have got some fucking speedrunners involved with that would have been a mint race event. That, oh, it wouldn't have. Still time. Still time. I could do it. I wouldn't do. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do anything like that again for Hitman. Like, no way. But I'll definitely do it for other games. Maybe. We'll see. See where we end up. Yeah. I'm just sick now. I'm just sort of like I'm in bad limbo right now because I'm well, as you all know, I'm clearly not enjoying my Hitman. We've got these fucking Metal Gear rumours. We've got fucking Payday around the corner. We've still got no info. We've got fucking Splinter Cell. We've fucking God knows how many years out. Got no info on that. I just need something new in my life right now that I can get stuck into. It's like once I've got through all of the Metal Gears, I'm gonna be like, what do I do now? Then I'll go back and then I'll probably do another Splinter Cell Chaos Theory run, and then it's like, ooh, what do I do now? I'm really stuck. Not a lot of players in it, in the community. There is, yeah. I would have liked, I would like to do. I mean, a race event for that would have been cool because I do think it's a cool game. There's a few things I wanna do. I really enjoyed what I did with Hitman, and I wanna continue to do that for other games. But I wanna because I've been sat there thinking about it. Well, I know that what I did with Hitman is gonna work with Splinter Cell, so I know fine well I want to start up a Splinter Cell speedrunning event, without a doubt. So, depending on what it's gonna be, hopefully it's set out like Chaos Theory was, with like the 100% success rating, and we could do a race event based around that. But not just that, you can guarantee that the next Splinter Cell is gonna have a Spies vs Mercs mode, which would be the multiplayer for the people that don't know what that is. And I would fucking absolutely love to make an event based around that as well. That would be fucking amazing. So you wouldn't just have like you'll have the campaign race event, and then we'll also have the multiplayer race event. Because I would love to see people putting teams of 5 together. I can't remember what the max in that was, whether it was 4, 5 players each team, and have a big fucking face off event with like Spies vs Mercs. That would be amazing. I definitely want to do that too. I do love Splinter Cell, and I miss the old Spies vs Mercs mode. Honestly, that's one of the best multiplayer games I've ever played. For anyone that hasn't ever dived into like Splinter Cell multiplayer, it's fucking fantastic. It's so good. But unfortunately, with Blacklist, it died off so quick. But when it was new, it was fucking unreal. The way it works is one team is the Spies and the other teams is the Mercs, and the Mercs are stuck in first person mode and they're stuck on the ground, and they've got like guns with torches on them, and you've got to sort of like go around on the ground searching for the Spies, but the Spies are fucking climbing around in the shadows trying to like get hacks done. So as a spy, you would have to sneak into their area, try to get rid of the mercs, and then hack the laptops to get the info on that. Oh, stay in a certain area. I'm just struggling to remember exactly what it was, but it was honestly the way you just love being a spy. It was fucking great, man. Really good. So when the next one comes around, I'll definitely be fucking playing that like. Lancer sucks? You joking? Is that Sabi? Sabi hasn't even fucking showed up in this chat. Where are you? I could only see him on the chat box. Where's he in the real chat? PlayStation has that been confirmed yet? The PlayStation Showcase. I maybe I'll go live with that if you want to watch it. Oh, there he is. I got you now. I'll when that is fucking booked in and confirmed, I'll go live. So many fucking rumours. For the past 3 years I've heard, oh yeah, Sony's going to be fucking showing Metal Gear. Fuck off. This has been going on for 3 fucking years now. When did we get this Metal Gear reveal? Fucking killing me. Confirmed Wednesday 9 p.m. I'll have to look at what time that'll be for me. Where are you from, Hashim? Was that a silly question? Swan Man 2 Hype. Yeah, I'll go live for that if you want to watch it. I don't see why not. I'll have to get the fucking thing set up like. Just over an hour long. Let me find. Let me see if they got the thing on. I want to see what the info is. And when Sony sets something up like that, they'll usually put stuff in the description. Showcase Wednesday. Right, hang on. Let me search. PlayStation. Oh, damn it. I'm going to have to find the... I don't know if they've got a thing on there to follow. They should have. Oh, they might not have set it up yet. No. There's nothing there. Bastard. PlayStation Showcase confirmed. Oh, Hashim's just put it in the Discord. There it is. Thank you. At 1 p.m. Pacific time. Oh, 9 p.m. British time. Oh, okay. Shabba. We've got it. Right, so... what's the actual info? The live broadcast starts next Wednesday, May the 24th at 1 p.m. Pacific time. 9 p.m. British time on YouTube and Twitch. I'll probably end up just watching it on YouTube. Hope to see you there. Right, is there any information on... yeah, once again, copyrighted content, licensed music, PlayStation does not control. I wish when the game companies are doing these fucking reveals, will you please stop using copyrighted fucking shit, please? You've got enough money to make your own fucking music. I don't know why they keep doing it. I don't know what this fascination with fucking copyrighted music is. Just fucking make your own. Like fucking like Death Stranding, Kojima's going fucking mad using all of these fucking copyrighted songs now. For fuck's sake. Will you make your own? Fucking hell. So the broadcast. I'll have to wait until the thing goes up. Usually they'll put a thing up on YouTube so you can follow it and then set a reminder. But usually they'll put. Oh, there we go. See. That's what they've got. 25 minutes ago. Oh, here we go. Was that for the same? Oh yeah, that's just the blog post again. Okay. I'll have to wait until the thing goes up. We'll wait and see what happens. There's no information really. What I want to know is, are they actually going to be showing a good amount of new content? Because you can get caught out with it sometimes because they've been doing showcases, but they're only really focusing on specific games and shit, and it's just horrendous. They've been showing the same fucking things over and over, and it's stuff we've already seen. I just want some brand new reveals. Everyone's been saying it on the internet, we fucking need something now. Glimpse at some new games. That's good. Partners in indie creators too. Yeah, good. That's what I like. That's what I want to see. I want to see. I tell you what I want to see. I want to see a reveal for Hitman 3 PS VR 2. Because that's another thing that's kind of annoyed me as well. Is why go to the effort of making a VR game mode and then we go into the next generation and it's not compatible. I'm sorry, but IO definitely needs to do something with a PSVR 2. Yes. And the rumors of the Metal Gears. I don't know if we're gonna fucking see anything to do with Metal Gear. I'm sick of fucking hearing about it now. To be honest, it's just at that point in time. I just want Konami to either come out and just fucking say, yeah, we're doing something. Wait and see, or no, we're not doing anything. You fucking idiots. One or the other. I'd rather know and find out we're not getting anything, so I'll just settle. Be settled. You know. I hope we get something. I'm sick of the rumours. The rumours are doing my head in. And I was talking about the other day as well. I do have a bit of a feeling that we might be getting a Siphon Filter reboot. I find it very odd that Bend have been releasing all of the Siphon Filters, including the fucking PSP versions of the game, and they're going to do all that, but then that's it, and they're not going to do anything else with that franchise. Why all the focus on creating just that one thing? I kind of get a feeling like we might be seeing a Siphon Filter comeback. I would be over the moon with that, because back in the day, Siphon Filter was fucking amazing. And that was one of the first games I had on PlayStation back in the day. I would fucking love to see Siphon Filter come back. Because, I mean, but aside from the gameplay, like, the fucking story was mint, really. Love to see it. Remastered editions is easy money. Well, yeah, but I mean, no, not really, because they've all been released on the PlayStation extras and that. I've got them all for free, so I haven't had to really pay any money for any of them. I kind of feel like it's a neat way of like whipping it in there, nostalgia for the old boys that played it, and sort of like whipping in there for the people that never played them, either because they were fucking too young or weren't born, which would be most of yous. I'm an old cunt now, and I think that's a good way of like opening it up for a reboot, which could be happening. I think it might. I might be right. Yeah, you know, I've made some fucking crazy predictions in the past and I've been right. I might do it again. Bear in mind, I predicted there would be a skyscraper map in the Middle East 8 months before they got revealed. Don't forget that. Oh, I know all about that fucking Dubai. I hope I am right. That'd be nice. Siphon filter. Mint. I have a siphon filter. What have we got coming? Right. Let's just say rumour. So the rumour is Metal Gear is going to make a comeback, right? So that's one. I have a prediction that Siphon Filter is going to come back, but technically not a stealth game. But I think it might be a bit. It did have stealth elements, but it could come back as a decent stealth game if done right. Splinter Cell's round the corner. We've got another Ghost Recon on the way. We've got Project 007 that is apparently going to be a social stealth game. We've got Assassin's Creed Mirage. We've got the next Payday, which hopefully will be decent with stealth. Ooh, what's that? 7? 7 possibilities. Ooh. We've got some cool shit on the way. Well, yeah, not forgetting 8. I already know that we're getting another Sniper Ghost Warrior contracts. So Sniper Ghost Warrior contracts 3. There's 8. There's some good stuff on the way. It's just stuck in fucking limbo right now, waiting for something to release. Or waiting for something to release. We need some shit to get announced, really. It could be like a 1 year we're just gonna get bombarded with fucking stealth games. It's gonna be amazing. I hope so. That'd be amazing. I won't even know what to do with myself. Oh. We'll see. I'll definitely go live for that PlayStation showcase. We'll see what happens. If yeah, shit will get fucking wrecked in this room if they announce a fucking Metal Gear remake. That's it. I'll keel over in this chair, man. I won't even be able to handle it, me. I've been fucking gagging for it. Oh yeah. They're meant to be doing There must be fucking close to a reveal for that. Fucking that's been going on for ages. That. They're going all in with that as well. That I will say that the Last of Us multiplayer is actually pretty decent. The fact that they're making it its own game, and they're really fucking going in with this, could be fucking amazing. Of a preferred Metal Gear game that I want to be remade, the first one, the first Metal Gear from '98. Is it people are saying well the rumor is that we're getting there's been rumors that the original is getting a remake, and there's been rumors Metal Gear 3 is getting a remake. 3 doesn't need it. That 3's gameplay still holds up. Although I would like one. Absolutely, I like them all. But the original's shown its fucking age now. Like fucking hell. For me, if there was any that I could have remade, today's graphics and mechanics, the original Metal Gear would be fucking mind blowing. Because the layout of the original Metal Gear, if that had the mechanics of what Phantom Pain's got, man, would be a fucking incredible game. Because the CQC in Metal Gear 5 was fucking mint. Well, the only problem is you couldn't utilise it properly because Metal Gear 5 was like fucking 90% external. So there was no real close quarters combat in that. I kind of feel like the original's got a good blend of like internal and external areas, and with similar gameplay to Metal Gear 5. Oh man, what a fucking game! Yeah, Bad Blue Point Games. Oof, yeah. Yeah, honestly, it's just fucking iconic, and after like this length of time, and like I say that, I mean that was like one of the first games. Well, I don't know the first. It was. I mean, it was on the first generation of, it released on the PS1. The fucking you can't even see the fucking face. It's like square blotchy things. Back then, the fucking graphics were mind blowing, but now it's like whoa. Yeah, we need a fucking remake on this game, and we need it quick. But Metal Gear 3, I mean, like I only played that the other day, man. The gameplay still holds up, but I would definitely wouldn't say no to a remake. Fucking right, that'd be amazing. I'd like them all to be rebooted, if I'm honest. A complete reboot from scratch would be amazing. It's kind of a piss take right now because some of the best stuff released on PS3, but there's no backwards compatibility on PlayStation to be able to go back and play them. So I've got to boot up the PS3. I've got to well, it's not too bad now because I got a converter for the PS3, so I can use my current controllers. But I'd, you know, if they're gonna go for it, go for it. And I'd say just reboot the whole thing. Metal Gear 1, 2, 3, 4, absolutely. I'm surprised we didn't get a PlayStation 5 version of the Phantom Pain, to be honest. That's kind of surprised me that, like, I figured that would have been something that would have definitely happened, but it just hasn't. Snowboarding games need to come back. Back in the day, I can't remember if it was the first. I think it might have been the first PlayStation. Cool Borders. That's the game I was playing. If you've never heard of Cool Borders, get it up on YouTube, man. That was like back in the day, snowboarding. Oh, fucking hell. Like the old school Tony Hawk's games, man. That was a good game. That Cool Borders. Ooh. Yeah. Hey Jack, what's happening? Welcome. We're just chilling and chatting. Just chilling and chatting. Just had a freelancer discussion, and yeah, now we're just talking about general stealth games and now snowboarding games. Some of the old school games were fucking mint. One of the first games I ever played was a game called Cooler World. Oh, whether anyone's old enough to remember that. It was one of the first games that come out for PlayStation. That was a fucking cool ass game. I'm surprised we haven't got another. Basically, you were like a fucking beach ball, and you had to like go across this thing. You were like, I don't know how to explain it. You'd have like a route, but you were like on like a fucking square thing, and you could roll over the edge, and then gravity would change and flip. But you could accidentally jump off the edge and fall, and they had like spikes in the way, and stuff. You had to get around obstacles. That was a fucking cool game back in the day. That Cooler World, it was called. Fucking mint. That needs to come back too. Ooh. How about games from 20 or 30 years ago? What games are we talking? Unreal Tournament. I played. What was that one I played? I don't know if it was on PS3. We had I played on one of the multiplayer for Unreal Tournament. Fucking mint, actually. I'm not really banging into multiplayer games, but like sometimes you've just found a multiplayer game that can just suck you in. And I was playing Unreal Tournament for quite a while. I think I'm too old for multiplayer now. Can't be asked. All the kids are too quick. I like that one. Like fucking hell. When I was playing like the first Modern Warfare 2, that's the first time I ever dived into a multiplayer game. Never played multiplayer in my life, I imagine Modern Warfare 2 being my first introduction to like multiplayer, and man, I was fucking sucked in. That was the first time I'd ever played a first person shooter. I never liked first person games. I prefer my games third person, and that was my first time playing something that was in first person, and that was my first time playing something that was multiplayer. And man, that fucking absolutely changed my world. That, and I was fucking a mint at that game, by the way. Like, especially with me having ADHD and absolute laser focus, I was so fucking sharp on that game. It was unbelievable. I mean, I was fucking wrecking people on Modern Warfare 2 back in the day. Well, I feel like as I've gotten older, I've sort of lost that ability now. I'm not as laser focused as I used to be. But man, I was fucking good back then. Like, I swear to God. If I was like that age now, playing Call of Duty, you haven't seen fucking speed until you like see me play that game back then. Fucking, my response time was fucking unbelievable. I miss that. I miss being that good. I'm fucking shite now. I'm fucking shite now, but back then I was fucking insane. I mean, my kill death ratio was fucking outstanding as well. Because I top off on that, like something like I played it for quite a long time, and I think I had something like 100,000 kills to like 30,000 deaths or something like that. My fucking kill death ratio was insane. I was just hooked. I was playing that like every fucking day, non-stop. And then one day, this is where the everything started to take a turn online, because that was like round about the time before like everyone was cheating like fuck. I hadn't played it in a while, and then I remembered going back to play it, and I was like, holy shit, this is different. And like all of a sudden, everyone was accurate as fuck. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And that's when I started noticing like people would like hit the aim button, but then they'd lock straight onto you, and you can fucking tell it was so obvious back then. It was so robotic. This fucking cunt is cheating here. They're like, even on console they were hacking. Yeah, that's when the game wasn't as fun anymore. And then all of the mad shit started coming in. I hadn't touched the game for a while again, and then I went back in, and then there was all of these fucking mad things happening. Like you pressed the jump button, but you were fucking jumping into the sky, landing on roofs and shit. Like, what the fuck? No, when I first jumped in, man, that was for me. That I fucking loved it. Nothing will beat that Modern Warfare 2 experience. It was done so well. Jailbroken PS3. Man, that was the lobbies were fucking insane, man. You go into the lobbies and the fucking, what the fuck is happening here? You just get sucked into absolute chaos. That fucking game mode's wrecked now. You couldn't go back and, well, I don't even know if the fucking servers are still online, but man, oh, that took a fucking turn for the worst. That. It was funny though. I think the only other multiplayer game that gave me that much pleasure was probably Blacklist with the Spies versus Mercs. That was fucking fantastic and all. That was really addictive. Fucking really addictive. I couldn't stop playing that when it first come out. Like, I loved it. I would like to see a good one of the things I would like to see make a comeback is the old school Rainbow Six. Them first games were fucking well. I remember the original. The original was mint. You'd have to like sneak in and like get the hostages. I'd like to see that done again properly, because I think I'm at that point in time now where like I'm sick of like multiplayer and like fucking battling out with infants. I feel like I'm too old for like PvP now. I just wanna I want a nice PvE with friends, and I think Rainbow Six going back to its roots for a good PvE game would be mint. Like the direction that Rainbow Six Siege is gone in would be fucking mint for a game itself. I didn't like Vegas. I tried to play Vegas. I hated it. But I don't remember playing the original. The original was mint. But a lot of people say Vegas was good, but I think it's because I never played that, and then like years later I went back and tried to play that, and man, it was rough as fuck. But with the mechanics that could be implemented into a game like that right now could be fucking amazing. To like go back to like original Rainbow Six, squad of 4 working together, turn out the lights, blast through the walls, get in, get the hostages, get out. That would be amazing. There was something special about that game, and like hopefully they'll do something like that again at some point. I hope so. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. Time is it? I will have to fucking go sort myself some food out. I'm starving. Yeah. I'll go live for the PlayStation Showcase. Let's see what we get. Hopefully something good. I at least want to see one thing that's going to blow my mind, because the last few showcases have been fucking shite. I want to see something good. And and I'll go live for the Summer Game Fest as well. We get some nice announcements in that one too. I'm not going to hold my breath. We'll see what happens. But yeah, everyone, thanks for chilling with me. I appreciate it. Thanks for the chat. I'll have to do more stuff like this because I enjoy it. I like just sitting down and chilling and chatting with you. Well, before I go, don't forget, I am going to be. I'm working on starting up a new podcast. Basically, I want to sort of like widen what I was doing when I was doing the Hitman podcast, but I am going to be starting up a new podcast, which is going to be called Let's Talk Stealth. But I want to talk about everything that's coming up. So if something gets announced, we're talking about it. You know, if there's new games released, We'll be playing it. We'll be talking about it. You know, just the general chit chat. And more of a just chatting about announcements and expectations and what people want, what people don't want. The usual chit chat. So, don't know. We'll see how the showcase goes, and I might be starting at my first one. Until then, thanks everyone. I appreciate yous, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See you.